Well, hello again. I was going to do something with the bear in the back, and I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do that yet. So, I guess I'm going to do some opinion pieces or my personal thoughts on a couple of videos here. But I've been kind of watching the aftermath of Hurricane Helene and what's going on in, Georgia, South Carolina, and mainly North Carolina. I want to preference this by saying that all the information I'm about to talk about is stuff that I have personally seen or my personal experiences. That does not make anything I say absolute fact. It's strictly my opinion, okay? And take it with whatever you will. So, and if you like this kind of stuff, hit a little like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. It really helps me out because YouTube ain't paying me yet, and I really want to get paid at least, a couple pennies. But I want to talk about the hurricane and some of the things that I have seen and some of the things I've heard people saying. Now, I'm on YouTube, not just making videos, but I also, most of my information comes from YouTube. The stories and the movies I watch are on YouTube. I've kind of given up national television. I do subscribe to CNN. I do subscribe to Fox. I like to try to understand both sides of the story. Although with the uniqueness of the world right now, basically 3 states getting localized destruction across them isn't a big enough story for most news media to cover. And for what I've seen, and this is just me personally, I have seen more YouTubers and small-time media people going out and helping those affected by all these storms, or by the storm, than I have with any kind of, Red Cross or whoever is supposed to be out there helping them. Even in the background, I'm not seeing them. So it just kind of makes me think, what exactly is happening here? Because, the people getting helicoptered out of their homes and the people that are, having food delivered, these are by, semi-famous YouTubers. These are by people who, are going out and physically doing the work. And it might be because it's their platform, but I'm getting it from other platforms too, and I'm looking in the background, and I'm just not seeing the National Guard. I'm not seeing military coming in. I'm not seeing police and law enforcement and firefighters out there doing the work. I'm not seeing their trucks. I'm not seeing their cars. I'm not seeing uniforms. I'm not seeing anything. I'm not saying they're not there. And maybe I'm not looking in the right places to see it, but I'm just not seeing it. I see people getting rescued by other people, either in the area, and whether they're filming or not, that's one thing. And I want to talk about this one person in particular. There's a guy named Cletus McFarland. His real name's Garrett. Used to be a lawyer turned YouTube superstar who specializes in drag racing to a point that he was able to make himself an empire here in Florida. And before he made the video, because he just bought a helicopter and all this kind of stuff, I was sitting there thinking in my head, before he ever uploaded the video, I was like, you know what? I bet you he's going to go and help these people out, because he's that kind of guy. He's a really good guy, and lo and behold, he brings out a video of him flying his helicopter along with other people that he knows, because he knows a lot of people, and other YouTubers and other people who has made a lot of money via the platform. And these are the ones going out there. Now, whether they're doing it for views or they're just nice people, that doesn't concern me. If they're out helping people for views, I say go out and help people. Okay, that's how Mr. Beast did his thing. That's how, pretty much YouTubers do things to get more views. I don't have a problem if they're recording themselves while they're saving lives, as long as they're saving lives. So all that being said, for what I have personally seen, it seems like we, the people, are the ones helping ourselves, not the government. again, I'm not saying they're not there. I'm just not seeing them. And, you know, when you have a helicopter flying in and you see everything and see that there's no military vehicles, no police, no fire, I don't even know if they're still operational because some of these towns are completely destroyed. But that's kind of my little 2 cents on that part is, you know, it seems like we are doing more to help ourselves than our government is doing to help us. So, and when I say us, I'm talking about we, the people as a whole, not me. And, you know, I wasn't really affected. That being said, I've also seen a lot of people saying that because North Carolina has a certain type of quartz needed for AI, and, you know, that there's lithium in them mountains, you know, that all this is planned by HARP, and, you know, they're able to steer the hurricane and all this kind of crap. And the same thing happened with the fires in Hawaii. And, you know, it's an interesting thing to have a conversation on. But if you 100% believe that we can dictate where a storm goes, then I'm also guessing you believe the earth is flat. You know, and yeah, I said it. Fight me. I don't care. But there's just certain things that, you know, you're just being an asshole to be an asshole. That's the best way I can put it. So, all this conspiracy theory, now whether, you know, these homes that are destroyed don't get built and a mining company comes in and takes over, well, I don't think they made the storm cause all that damage to do that. Okay? I guess the next thing I want to talk about is the individual families. There are people who have lost their homes. There's a contractor here in Jacksonville that has a house up in the Carolinas. And my understanding is that his house, along with a couple other houses and all the trees, are no longer on the side of the mountain. He hasn't been up there. He don't know what's going on, and he says whatever's happened. I'm not even going to try to get up there because all I would do is just go there and not be able to do a damn thing anyways. So he's going to wait a little while until things calm down, then he's going to go up there and assess his property. So, and I can understand his thought process, but yeah, there's people that I personally known that has possibly lost everything up there. I have seen a lot of the videos of the trees and the rain and everything coming down as far as the floodwaters, but I've also seen things that definitely look like AI fakes as well on, you know, the Facebook news reels and all that kind of crap. So I'm holding judgment, but the family members that are affected, the people that are up there that have lost everything, they do need help. I'm trying to figure out how I can help them. You guys know I've been in kind of like a little distress mode myself, trying to figure out my world, but I do have a bunch of clothes, and I'm thinking about maybe, you know, finding someone who can at least get some clothes up there to people, you know. So I'm working on that kind of behind the scenes and just seeing if it's even an option to where I can, take a van or something loaded up full of stuff and have them deliver it up there to people. So, in fact, I haven't been to Salvation Army in a while, and I'm gonna see what they're doing and see if they need any help, if they're going to be participating in that. So, but with all events, you have the scammers that come out of the woodwork, so be very careful of who you're donating to. I would not click any links on Facebook. I would not, be just throwing money around. Make sure you go and do a search on that particular charity group to make sure that, if they're taking more than 20% out of your money you donate and keeping it, then there's something really wrong. They do have operational costs. They are, sometimes paying people to run things, and logistics of moving stuff across the country is quite difficult, especially since we've lost all our ships docking here. But as far as that, just don't get ripped off, because we don't need to compound the problems that are there by throwing money away to scammers. So, but my prayers go out to all the people that are affected. We as a people, we've always come together during tragedy, and we rebuild. With the things that's happened to me over the past 3-4 years, I've come to the conclusion that I have no control over what happens to me. The only control I have is how I react to what happens to me. So there's going to be a lot of tears shed. There's going to be a lot of people that that have lost loved ones. There's going to be people that have lost their entire livelihood. And even for the ones that haven't lost everything, they're still affected by maybe not having their job anymore, or not having a way to get back and forth to work, because there's roads and bridges just completely wiped out. I just spit on myself. So, but with all that said, just do the best that you can to help those who can be helped, but just don't, make sure you're giving it to the right people so you don't get ripped off, because there's a lot of legitimate charity groups that when you go and actually look how much they end up giving to the people, it's not as much as you'd want it to be. So, but that's kind of my little 2 cents on the hurricane. I have a baseball-sized dent in the hood of one of the vans that don't even run, and the hood don't open anymore, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to open the hood. But that's all I got. In a few hours of the power being out, and I think I had to throw away some mayonnaise and some relish. So I have nothing to complain about. And I am going to see what I can do. I'm going to talk with some of the people that I know here locally that I trust, and I have some excess stuff. Unfortunately I don't have excess money right now, but I'm working on that too. Hopefully I'll know in the next couple of days. But yeah, it's a sad state. Don't let the AI fakes and the people who aren't there helping cloud your judgment on this, because these are real people. These are not this isn't an agenda by some government organization or a company. This is a real situation where real people, real families, and they're hurting right now. So, anyways, that's kind of my thought on that. And and don't look bad on the ones that are helping just because they have a camera rolling. If there's someone there that has a way to help, and they happen to have a job as being a YouTuber, don't criticize them for trying to monetize it, because they're still there helping. They're still there doing their part and helping out people. They have no idea who they are. If they're doing it for views, so what? People get jobs running into fires and chasing bad guys. They're getting paid to do that. So just because a cop gets paid doesn't mean you should criticize a YouTuber. And the reason I'm saying this, because I've seen a lot of YouTubers getting a lot of shit for, you're just trying to get money off a tragedy. No, they're helping people because of the money they have made from YouTube, and they have extra money to go and help people. So that's kind of my little 2 cents on that. So, but yeah, if you like these kind of videos where I go and just kind of point out things and just talk about current events, let me know if you like them, or if I'm going the wrong direction by me talking about stuff. Tell me to go back and clean my warehouse, or go buy more storage units. Tell me what you like to see, because again, I'm trying to grow to a point to where maybe I have some excess money to go out and help people, and show people one of the greatest mantras I learned in my life is, we're not put on this planet to work 40 hours a week for 40 years of our lives. That's not why we're here. That's not what we're supposed to be doing. So, for those who are in the cubicle, who are in this rat race of life, I'd like to show you, in my own special little way, that you don't have to do that to live. I haven't, and I'm not rich. I'm not famous. I'm not going to ever be anybody special, in this great world. When I go, You know, everything about me goes with me except for however long this channel stays on after my death. That's it, you know. And I highly recommend everybody start a YouTube channel and talk about your experiences and you know, understand the, you know, what your friends are going through, what your enemies are going through, and just try to see what they're doing. You know, this kind of went a little off topic, but it was in my head, so I'm putting it out into the world. So, but anyways, on that note, thank you very much for watching. Peace, love, money. I'm out.